Hi.
Happy New Year, everybody. It is 2024. We made it through last year. We did not die. Almost did. But we're here. We're kicking it.
We made it.
We did it.
We did it! We did it!
This is the first video of 2024. And since it's our first video, I wanted to go over some things.
That's first.
Yeah, that was the first one. The second order of business is we have some New Year's resolutions to tell you. I need my phone.
So my first one, which she knows about this one.
Is this your campaign?
It's my campaign to start taking care of myself, because I don't do that very well.
She does like shower and bathe herself and stuff.
Yeah.
She does that.
I mean more like self-care. Obviously showering is self-care, but like I showered. I just showered. This time last year, my hands were completely dry and cracked and bleeding all the time. And now they're not. Look at these. Beautiful.
Yeah, she's doing good.
I've been using moisturizer. I've been moisturizing my face. I've been making sure to drink water.
Ew.
And it's a struggle. But there's just a lot of things that I don't do for myself. And I have 3 kids, so
Valid.
I take care of them and I just kind of forget about myself.
You put yourself on the back burner.
But I'm also gonna take care of my kids. I'm not just like, no, flip-flopping it. I'm just gonna also take care of myself.
We're gonna add that to the program. She's doing good this year. Literally for Christmas, I got her, I was like walking down the aisles of Walmart and I was like, man, what is she gonna like? Like I got her some hot chocolate stuff and like a mug, but I was like, I need to get her something else. And I found like this whole bath kit that had like lotions and stuff. I was like, yes.
Yeah, it was like lotion, bubble bath. She also got me a pack that had fuzzy socks. She got me like 2 or 3 different perfumes and all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah, she smells real good right now.
My second one, and this is one that I really want to work on, is procrastinating. I'm such a procrastinator. It's a very large problem in my life.
Yep.
If I'm gonna do something, it's like, oh, I'll do that when I have to sweat it out of me at the last minute. It's really an issue.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
Like it'll get to the point where it's either now or never, and then a lot of the times it goes to never.
Or she'll get a video of me panicking. Like, oh man, I gotta do this.
So we're going to avoid that this year. So my first one is to travel more. Because last year I wanted to go to like so many cemeteries, so many places. Not even like all paranormal related like for the channel, but some just like because I want to go. I was not able to because things literally came at me one after the other after the other. Like it was not all these things were bad. I mean just like constant schedule changes, things going wrong. If anything could go wrong, it did go wrong. So this year I want to have a calmer year, know what's going on, so then I can like travel more. And then my next one is be consistent on YouTube. I am so freaking bad at this sometimes, like you guys know. It is awful.
Well, everything got roughed up there for a while, you know?
Posting every Tuesday. I just want to be consistent, posting content, making content, getting stuff put out. The third one is read 25 books. Last year, in 2023, I read 49 books. I can hit this pretty easily, but
That was gonna be one of mine and then I didn't think of a number. Because I do not have a lot of time to read. And if I do have time to read, like I said, I have 3 children who are very loud because they're all under the age of 6. So I have to wait until like they're in bed or they're doing something else. And it just doesn't work out for me.
and then like by the time they're in bed, you're like, oh, I gotta do this, and this
Like,
too.
I gotta take a shower, I'm gonna FaceTime Abby, I'm gonna do this, I gotta clean up the house. So maybe I'll read like 12. 1 a month. That's doable for me.
That does seem doable. And then my last one is to grow the channel more because we are at 1,309 subscribers. That is insane. Like, I know that's not a big number to some people, but to me that's like, that is 1,309 people that are subscribed to me. who watch videos of mine, who know of my existence, what the heck? I'm also subscribed to myself, so I know of my own existence. But like, that's just so crazy, and like, I want to add more people to the mystery gang, want to get out there, I want to make more friends, I want to, you know, I just want to get out there, so those are our resolutions. Let us know what some of yours are in the comments, because let us know. And then if we remember, at the end of the year, we'll come back and see if we actually accomplished these things. We'll see if Carly's skincare campaign is going good, and we'll see if I've accomplished everything. Now, for the next segment, Christmas is past. Segment is going to be like a very short what I got for Christmas. And I want to start with this. I just got to start with this. This is what Carly got me for Christmas.
Oh no.
Okay, I needed to fix the lighting real quick. She shows up to my house on Christmas Eve and she was like, you were gonna laugh so hard at this. Like, this is something you're going to use. Like,
and I've been dropping hints about it, but so vague that nobody knew what I was talking about.
No one knew. And Jordan even texted Carly like at the end of November and was like, hey, this is what I'm getting Abby for Christmas. Like, don't get her this. And you were like, I'm not. There's no way in hell anyone is getting her this exact same thing.
Yeah, he sent me pictures of what he got and he was like, did you get her this? And I was like, nope.
So,
I don't think you'd get her the same thing that I got.
I'll go into why this traumatized me in a minute, but it's a freaking Mothman wearable blanket. I can become Mothman, bro.
And if you watch the cryptids episode, she like freaked out about how much she loved Mothman, and then I saw somebody on TikTok wearing this, and the video had like only a couple of views, and so I commented and I was like, where did you get that? And the lady was like, oh, just type this type this on Amazon and it'll pop up. And then I found it and I was like, oh.
And then it's got like claws that you can like put your hand in. The reason I laughed so hard,
it's a skull.
Yeah, and then like you can, it's like
it's got a button.
You can like attach it to yourself.
I didn't even know.
And like actually wear it. I read a book and it's called I'm in Love with Mothman.
She read this book after I already ordered this present, might I add.
I saw it at the library and I was like, you know what, I have heard of other people reading it and I was like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna like see what it is. Like, it can't be that bad. It is basically like a non-stop porno. Okay, so the Mothman traumatized me. And I was like crying to Carly about it, like almost in tears. I was like, I can't look at Mothman the same. I can't do it. Because I love Mothman. And then I'm like, now every time I hear his name, I think about his fuzzy Mothman weird cryptid pee-pee. It scares me, okay? And then Carly shows up to my house on Christmas Eve. My family's here, we're all opening up presents, and she hands this to me. And I open it up and it's like in a package and like I can't see what it is, and like I'm opening it and I take it out and then I see the hood and I just died laughing.
And her dad's like, well, what is it?
And I was like, it's a Mothman wearable blanket. And he was like, what's a Mothman?
And I shared something on Facebook like a couple days before this that was Mothman. And she was like, no, I don't like Mothman anymore. And I was like, you love him. You love Mothman. And then after she got the gift, she was like, oh, that's why you were telling me to love Mothman.
I do still like Mothman, but our relationship is tainted for the moment and we need counseling to fix it. The second things, this is what Jordan got me. I have like no games for my Switch. You heard me say that in earlier videos. So he got me Pikmin 4 and the Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach because we went and saw Five Nights at Freddy's together. And then I wanted to show this one last thing that my bonus sister-in-law gave me. She made this and it is literally the coolest thing ever. It is like she made this because she asked me, she was like, you like the Bulls, right? And I was like, hell yeah. And now I can watch them suck with a fancy sign. I don't know where to like hang it up. I need to like buy a shelf or something, and like what I want to do is like have this up, and then I have some dolls that are like wearing red and then I could like put a doll next to it, and then
You
like
can hang it on one of those hooks and then it'll fall on your head in the middle of the night.
you should fuck off. And now what did Carly get?
I got, hang on, hang on, I'm coming. My sister got me these Crocs. I had these exact same Crocs, but I've had them for years and years and years, and they literally, like, all the paint was rubbed off of them. The, like, little bumps on the inside were all rubbed off. There was no traction on the bottom. They were just smooth. And my sister was like, those need to go in the garbage. And I was like, they still got a lot of life in them. So she got me these, and then we threw the other ones away. So I didn't bring anything else because I wasn't just going to bring all my Christmas stuff to Abby's house. But
Yeah, it would have been a lot.
Oh, I got this sweatshirt. Almost every year, Taylor, which is my boyfriend, his, in case anybody doesn't know who the hell Taylor is, his grandparents usually get all the grandkids a hoodie, and they're like matching hoodies, but they couldn't find matching hoodies, so like my boyfriend and his cousin got a matching, like their hoodies matched. I don't remember what everyone else got, but I got this one. I got some makeup.
Did you get a Starbucks cup?
I got a Starbucks cup. I got a mug, and it's like metallic rainbowy, like oil spill looking. I don't know. And it was funny because I got my sister that same cup, so we pretty much like, and she got me the cup, so we just kind of exchanged the same cup. Oh, I got concert tickets. I'm gonna go see Disturbed and Falling in Reverse in January. So
This month.
Pretty pumped. Oh,
We're filming in
This
December. It is literally 2 days before. It's the 30th, so the last day of the year is tomorrow, so.
anyway, in this month right now, we're gonna go see Disturbed and Falling in Reverse. I'm pretty stoked about that. She got me a mug.
Peppermint hot chocolate.
Yeah, I've already drank all the hot chocolate that everyone got me. It's all gone. All of it has been drank. Cause like every cup I got came with hot chocolate, and then she got me more hot chocolate on top of that. We did like a sort of like a white elephant sort of thing for like Taylor's grandparents' house, and Taylor got a mug, and he doesn't drink anything warm. He only drinks like water and soda. So I got the mug, so I got another mug.
Oh, I got this hoodie. Yeah, I just got like the usual like Bath and Body Works, candles, smell good stuff, and then like outfits that you'll see me wear in other videos.
Well, I technically bought it for myself, but with Taylor's money, so it was a gift from him. But I got that Ariana Grande Cloud perfume, but I got the body spray because the perfume was $60 or $65 and the body spray was $12. So I got the body spray and it smells so good.
The last thing is we have an announcement. We're not pregnant.
No, no babies.
I love how that was like our first reaction.
We're having nothing. We're having a baby together.
No, we're not. That would like make all of the rumors from high school come true. We are posting every Tuesday, but then we're also introducing new series. We are going to be doing most haunted places in every state, most haunted cemeteries in every state. We're still doing our urban legends. You're still getting a serial killer monthly at the end of every month on Tuesday. You know this, you know the drill. There's going to be cemetery videos coming. What?
I don't know. I just felt like I was staring aimlessly into the camera for a really long time, so I thought I'd take a break and look at you and then look back at the camera.
But we are introducing a blooper playlist. Every video that we film, there are so many bloopers. We can't read. It's funny. We are hilarious. After these videos, the videos on Tuesdays, maybe on a Friday or Saturday, sometime later in the week after that video goes up, I will post the blooper reel on YouTube so you guys can see like a little behind the scenes, laugh at how dumb we are, that kind of deal. So I think that is something that you guys will like, and I just wanted to do it out of appreciation for you guys, watching the videos, sticking through my trauma, seeing weird things that happen in my life. And I am just so excited to see where this year takes us channel-wise, because
This is gonna be the year.
the year!
We're gonna have a good year.
Yeah!
Cause the past like 5 years were horrible.
Yeah! And if this year's bad, we are out.
I'm done. We're not gonna die.
We might.
Well, Thelma and Louise. It'll be okay.
And we're fingers crossed for a good year.
across my toes.
That made me nervous. Don't ever do that again. And with all of that being said, we are now going to get into the video because we have kept you waiting long enough. As you can tell by the title, this video is the most haunted cemeteries in Illinois part 2. We have done a part 1. I will have it linked down below if you want to go watch it. It did really good. It got a couple hundred views. So I was like, you know what, let's do a part 2 because Illinois is full of tragedy, apparently. Like, the state sucks, so there's good stuff. That's why I don't want to move, because everyone else is moving. There's gonna be ghost towns, there's gonna be weird things happening, and I'm gonna record it for y'all. Like, someone's gotta stay here and do it, so it's gonna be me.
I was on the interwebs and I was looking up this, like, I was trying to look up this haunted place and figure out where it was, and the first thing that popped up was like the most haunted places in America, and like the first 4 were all Illinois, and I was like, that makes me uncomfortable.
So this is 4 more cemeteries added to our list of haunted cemeteries in Illinois. These ones, only the first one I have been to. The other 3 I have not, but they are on my list to go this year, so Carly might join us for some of them. There's one that I really want her to join us for, so.
The Greenwood Cemetery in Decatur, Illinois. Hundreds of years ago, before Greenwood Cemetery is what it is today, it was a sacred burial ground for Native Americans. In the early 1800s, settlers moved into the area and started to bury their own deceased. In 1857, the cemetery was incorporated as Greenwood Cemetery. Around the 1920s, things started to go downhill. Gangs roamed around the cemeteries, and cults would use the cemetery grounds as a place for their rituals. The cemetery organization was going broke, which meant repairs and usual maintenance could not be done. This is when all the paranormal sightings started. One of the most haunted areas of the cemetery is the Civil War area near the south side. During the Civil War, trains would carry troops heading to Confederate prison camps in Chicago. The train would stop in Decatur and unload all the prisoners who were dying or have already died from yellow fever, and they would be taken by wagons to the cemetery and buried in a mass unmarked grave on the side of a hill. Legend has it that some of the men were buried alive, having not yet succumbed to the illnesses. Years later, the Sangamon River located next to the hill flooded. Bodies they were not able to recover had a headstone put up saying unknown U.S. soldier. After the flood, ghostly figures of soldiers were seen roaming around the cemetery. There have been reports of hearing crying and seeing phantom lights on the hill. Some say the lights are the soldiers holding lanterns roaming the hill trying to get back to their body. There is also a legend of the Devil's Chair. It is said that if you sit in the chair at midnight on Halloween, you can summon the devil and make a deal with him. For 7 years you will get anything you want, but after 7 years he will come to take your soul. Section 9 is home to the Barackman family plot with 4 headstones. There are a set of stairs leading up to the area. It is said at sunset a woman will appear at the top of the stairs. She is crying and mourning the loss of a loved one. When the sun goes down, she disappears.
I went to Greenwood Cemetery last fall, and let me tell you, holy shit. That place, video is up, I will link it down below. And as you saw while Carly was reading some clips of our experience there, it was insane. Definitely want to go back this year. We got some of the most incredible evidence by the Devil's Chair. We literally got a voice saying the devil, like crazy, like intelligent responses. Jordan saw an apparition of a soldier at the Soldier's Hill. The energy there was just so intense, like nothing I could ever imagine. The next one is the Graceland Cemetery in Chicago, Illinois. This is one that we are planning on going to, and Carly is probably gonna go with. Graceland Cemetery was established in 1860 by Thomas Barbour Bryan in the North Side community area of Uptown. Thomas was a successful lawyer with a successful practice in the city. It is popular for being a large historic garden cemetery. Along with being known for its beauty and well-known people buried there, it is also well known for its ghost stories and legends that have been passed down from generations. Ludwig Wolf is buried here. His tomb is carved from a mound that has been built up with stairs leading down to the entrance. At the top is a vent. The legend is Wolf was so terrified of being buried alive. Along with the vent, there are also bells and whistles to have prevented his fear from coming true. There are apartment buildings that face his tomb. People who live there say that on a full moon, it will light up the cemetery and they will see a phantom dog. It is said to be the wolfhound that was owned by Wolf when he was alive. Stories say the dog will pace in front of the entrance to the tomb with shining fur and eyes glowing green. Some say it's coyotes with light reflecting in their eyes, but some disagree. There is a monument called the Eternal Silence, which is a large bronze statue that depicts a hooded person. Many visitors claim the statue is unphotographable. It is placed over the grave of Dexter Graves. Many say if you look into the eyes of this statue, it will show you your own death. This legend is what gave it the nickname, the Statue of Death. A perplexing legend is the statues in the cemetery go missing. When one goes missing, people search for it, having no luck. They go to bed and wake up the next day and it's back, with no evidence that they had been moved or broken. In Graceland, there is a lake with a footbridge that is a popular area for wildlife and people to enjoy nature. Across the footbridge is where the Burnham family is set to rest. There is a legend that says a man stands on the bank of the island with his hands in his pockets. Some claim this to be the ghost of Daniel Burnham. Another area of the cemetery includes a Greek temple at the Palmer Mausoleum. There lies the wealthy Palmer couple, Potter and Bertha. This temple was featured in a horror movie, Damien, Omen 2. Many say this area of the cemetery is much colder and eerie than the rest. Some claim to feel uneasy, and when they stand in front of the mausoleums, they are filled with dread. One of the most famous burial sites in this cemetery belongs to the Girl in Glass, who is Inez Clark. She lived from 1873 to 1880. There is a glass-enclosed statue where her remains are said to be located. Inez tragically lost her life when she got struck by lightning, either during a picnic or from being stuck outside during a thunderstorm. Some legends say her statue disappears during thunderstorms because Inez is scared of the lightning. There is another story saying Inez actually died of tuberculosis and that you can hear the statue crying. It is rumored her spirit wanders the cemetery, but she can only be seen by other children. There's so much going on there, I want to go so bad.
The Mount Carmel Cemetery, which is in Hillside, Illinois, that's a Chicago suburb. There's a lot of them. Mount Carmel Cemetery is a Roman Catholic cemetery consecrated in 1901. There are more than 226,000 remains on 214 acres. This cemetery holds the story and burial place of a woman named Giulia Baccola Petta. She is more well known as the Italian Bride. Her grave is marked by a life-size statue of her in her wedding dress. Giulia was born June 6, 1891 in Italy. In 1913, her father George died, so her mother Philomena immigrated to the U.S. with her daughter. They moved to the west side of Chicago, where 3 other Baccola children, Henry, Joseph, and Rosalia, were already settled. Giulia married Matthew Petta in June of 1920 at Holy Rosary Church on North Damon Avenue. Soon after the wedding, Giulia found out she was expecting a baby. Complications arose, and unfortunately, Giulia lost her life on March 17, 1921, while giving birth to her son, Filippo. There's an Italian tradition that dying during childbirth made the woman a type of martyr. Her wedding dress served as her burial gown, and she was laid to rest with her infant tucked in her arms. Oh, he didn't make it either. No. Philomena was inconsolable over Giulia's sudden death. Shortly after the funeral, she began to have strange dreams every night. She dreamed that Giulia was telling her that she was still alive and needed help. Those dreams happened for 6 years. During that time, she started trying to have Giulia's grave exhumed. She was continuously denied until a sympathetic judge granted an order for Giulia's exhumation. In 1927, 6 years after Giulia's death, the casket was removed and opened. Her body was found to not have decayed at all. Her skin was still as soft as it was when she was alive. A photo of Giulia was taken on this day. A new monument was constructed, and the photo was put on the front with Presa dopo 6 anni morta. The legend started arising with Catholics in the area believing she was a saint. Some thought this was all a hoax and that the picture was fake. Over the following years, ghost stories began to be told. Reports of people seeing a ghostly woman in white wandering the edge of the cemetery have been told. Some claim to see her in the day and at night, making them think she is a restless soul. One spooky tale is told of a young boy who was accidentally left behind at the cemetery. When his parents came looking for him, they saw him holding the hand of a dark-haired woman in a white dress resembling Julia. When the boy ran towards his parents, the woman disappeared. Al Capone is buried here.
Yep, Al Capone's buried there, but no one cares about that. I just wanted to throw that in, but that's not the,
That's not the story.
that's not the important part. But that is crazy. Some people say that it was a chemical in the embalming oil that they used that made her not decay at all within 6 years, but normally you do start decaying after 6 years.
Also, when they said that did her skin look like it was still as soft?
Yes, I can show you the picture.
Because when they said that, your sweat,
Like
not to be morbid, but your skin gets very, like, hard after you die.
It literally looked like she was just laying there sleeping. How do you leave your kid at a cemetery?
Like, I know.
The last one is the St. James Cemetery in Lamont, Illinois, which is also known as Monk's Castle. This is more about the church and the grounds as, like, more than the cemetery. It's not really about the cemetery, but there is a cemetery and a church together. There is a historic Roman Catholic church located in the southwest suburbs of Chicago. The church sits on top of a hill overlooking a valley. The Native Americans once used this area as a lookout, and later the French used it as a fort. Father Jacques Marquette conducted Catholic Mass at the fort in 1673, which makes it one of the oldest known locations of Catholic Mass in the Midwest. October 19th, 1853, the cornerstone of St. James Church was laid and constructed over the next 4 years with limestone from the valley. It got
limestone.
I know. It got the nickname Monk's Castle from the cloaked figures seen gliding over the churchyard. These phantom monks have been seen as early as 1847. In the early hours of the morning, in November 1977, a police officer, Herb Roberts, saw 9 monks. He said they ignored him when he ordered them to stop. The figures disappeared as he followed them through the cemetery and into the church. Rumors of a priest being at the church and witnessing the ground moving up and down like it was breathing have been reported. I couldn't find any information on why people see monks there, how monks got there. I don't even know where a monk would come from, because that's not...
I don't know where a monk would come from.
That's not Native American, though. Like,
No.
And that's not... Is that Catholic? I have no idea.
I don't know. But I don't know. I know that there's, like, Buddhist monks, but I don't know if... I don't know anything about monks. I don't know if there's other kind of monks.
A member of a religious community of men typically living under vows and poverty, chastity, and obedience.
So it's almost like the male version of a nun?
Yeah. Christianity, Hinduism, Sikhism, Jainism, and Buddhism. But this was Catholic. So...
Which, I know this pisses Catholics off, which is still a sect of Christianity.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they could have been Catholic monks.
Possibly.
Well,
Do Catholic monks exist?
do Catholics have monks? Catholics. I have questions.
To become a monk, you need to be a confirmed and practicing Catholic, a man over the age of 18, in good mental and physical health. So I bet that it's when the Father Jacques was... Maybe something happened there? I don't know.
Yeah, they're Roman Catholic. This is a Roman Catholic.
Oh yeah, and this is a historic Roman Catholic church. And then the ground moving up and down. I don't know what to tell you about that one, dude. I have no idea. So it got the nickname Monk's Castle because people have reported seeing monks around the church and stuff. And this is also on one of, like, the most haunted roads in the area. Like, the entire stretch of road just has haunted place after haunted place. I'm assuming it has to do, I didn't read much further into it, but I'm assuming it has to do with, like, more Native Americans, because there's limestone. Like, there's probably so much stuff there that I have not read about, so.
Because I was picturing, the only monks I've seen are, like, Buddhist monks, so I was like, that's probably not
Yeah.
the same thing. Or the same, they probably don't look the same.
And that was the end of our part 2. If you liked this, like and comment and subscribe. Like I said at the beginning of the video, we are doing more of these, so if you're still watching, let us know what state to do next, and that is what we'll cover in a month or two, and we'll give you a shout out on here for giving us the idea.